We're now going to continue our discussion of the law of sines. Remember that the law of sines says that the sine of angle A divided by A is equal to the sine of angle B divided by B, which is equal to the sine of angle C divided by C. We're going to look in this presentation at several additional examples. Our first one says that a surveyor has the task of determining the dimensions of the triangular plot of land shown below. He has already measured the length of the short side of the plot and has also determined the measure of two of the vertices. So we know that the short side is 970 meters. We know that one angle is 95.3 and a second angle is 72.1. What are the lengths of the other two edges? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to work at finding angle C. Recall that the angles inside a triangle add up to 180. So we can use that fact to help us identify angle C. So in order to do that, I'm going to take 180 I'm going to subtract off the 95.3, and I'm going to subtract off the 72.1. And whatever is left is going to be the measure of angle C. And so we end up with 12.6 for angle C. So once that's done, we can set up a law of sines equation to solve for side B, and then a law of sines equation to solve for side A. So we're going to use the fraction that has the C in it because we have angle C and we have the side across from that, which would be lowercase c. So I'm definitely going to have sine of 12.6 divided by 970 as one of my fractions. For the other fraction, I'm going to use one of the other angles, and it doesn't really matter which one. I could start with sine of 95.3, and then I'm going to use the side across from that, which would be side A. Now remember that the best way to solve this is to use cross multiplying and then solve for side A. And so we're going to do that. We're going to cross multiply in this direction first. So we're going to have A times sine of 12.6 degrees. And then we're going to cross multiply in this direction. So 970 times sine of 95.3. To solve for side A, we're going to divide both sides by sine of 12.6. And in doing so, it's going to cancel, leaving me just an A on the left and an expression that I can put in my calculator on the right. So I'm going to enter in 970 times sine of 95.3, and then I'm going to divide that result by sine of 12.6. And we're going to end up with, for a value for side A, 4,427.61. And as we said in the last presentation, it appears that the book is asking you to round these to whole numbers. And so we would go 4428 for side A. Now we're going to set up a similar expression in order to allow us to solve for sine B. We're going to use the fraction that has the c's in it again. But now we're going to use B. And so I'm going to have sine of 72.1. And we're going to divide it by side B. And we'll work it the same way. We're going to cross multiply, so we'll have B times sine of 12.6 degrees equal to 970 sine 72.1 degrees. To solve for B, we're going to divide both sides by sine of 12.6. So it's going to cancel on the left, leaving me just B. And again, I'm going to enter in my calculator what is on the right. So 970 times sine 72.1 and divide that by sine of 12.6. And so that gives me 4231.38. And again, rounding it to a whole number is going to be 4231 meters for side B.